Hi everybody. This is, we're gonna wing it this morning because I got a golf game in about an hour. And Sue's getting ready to go shopping and I grabbed her out of the bathroom and told her to sit down and we're gonna wing it. I had an idea that there's a lot of people, especially this time of year, that are down here to buy a house. So I don't really know how to do this, but it's either the top 5 or maybe the top 10 things that I think or we think is the first things you should do after you buy the house. Whether it being pre-owned or whether it being new, makes no difference. If you buy a house, and I'm going to assume that the house is has no furniture in it, it's empty. If it's a pre-owned home, I think the first thing you should buy, or even go shop for, because once you put your down payment on a house and you ain't went to closing yet, it's about 30 days before you're going to go to closing, give or take. So you got 30 days to start buying. And you may want to do that because if it's got to be delivered, the delivery trucks, they don't go out every day willy-nilly. I mean, you may have to make an appointment to get it brought to your house. It gives you plenty of time to get it set up so it's delivered at the house when you're going to need it. I say, and I said it at the first house, the first thing you need to shop for, if the house is empty, there's no furniture in it, you need to shop for your master bedroom furniture. You need to get the bed. Because no matter what you do all day long, no matter where you go, no matter about transferring bills, any of that stuff, you got to come home at night and you got to go to sleep. So that's my opinion about the first thing.
Yeah, unless you're prone to the blow-up mattress, yeah, that's very important to have a place to sleep.
Yeah, there are a lot of people that use blow-up mattresses. Nothing wrong with them, but we've seen 100 of them. They sleep on them until they get their furniture bought. But like I said, for the first 30 days, you got time to look around before you go to closing. And I'm saying, instead of wasting your time looking at everything else, go get your master bedroom furniture bought. Now after that, it's a big difference. If you buy a brand new house, you might not figure on doing much of anything except having furniture brought to the house. But if it's a pre-owned home, you might want to be doing some upgrading yourself. So you may want to rip out carpeting, I don't know. You may want to have some painter come in and paint the rooms, I don't know. So you have to get all that scheduled because you're not going to be able to call a painter up on Monday and expect him to be out there on Tuesday. It's just not going to happen. So you'll have to get whatever it is as far as remodeling work goes, or I don't know if you call it remodeling work, but any work you want done. Even in a brand new house, if you're wanting landscaping put in, a palm tree, you're wanting the stackable brick, or you're wanting the curb edging or whatever, you need to call to get that scheduled because they're all busy. So that's my thing for the second thing to do.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, you need the time because they're very busy down here, so you don't want to do it the last minute thinking, we're going to close on Thursday and we gotta get all this in. And you don't have to do it right away either, that kind of stuff, landscaping, that kind of stuff, you don't have to do it right away. It's stuff you could take your time with. But inside the house, you want to do as much of that without the furniture as you can. And if it's already got furniture in it, you do what you can, to alleviate the problem of having to move stuff from one room to another. I don't know if you remember the video where we redid the floors, and it was kind of a challenge to move all the furniture from one room into another room, and that's what you run into. But be aware that they don't do things really quick around here, especially in the winter season, because there's a lot of people down here getting stuff done while they're here, and just figure that time is, get it in as soon as you can. If you know what you want, like I said, get your order in as soon as you can. Get it scheduled as soon as you can. And if you don't have to, don't move in until you can get it done. That's the best way.
Yeah, really. I wish we'd have done that because I would have bought a different kind of a house. Nothing wrong with this place. It's just I don't have a golf cart garage. That was really number one on my agenda. And because I freaked out and felt like I had to get something right away, and I know that feeling that a lot of you guys has got. I gotta buy. You don't have to buy. But anyway, I should have rented something for a month. They're all around, and until something down the street opened up. It probably would have opened up in less than a month, and then I would have bought really the house that I wanted. But anyway, just little mistakes like that I made, is we pass that on to you. Another thing you might consider, as far as something to get done before you move in, is like she said, any of the remodeling. If you want new floors put in, if you're wanting the old tile tore up, a new tile put in, the thing you may want to check into now, depending on what month you're closing, is you can go to the website villagershomes4, that's a number 4, rent.com, and go on there, and for the month that you're interested in coming down to either look at homes or to close on a home, or you're going to be here for a month to buy furniture, whatever, look and see what you can rent something for a month, something that's furnished. Because then you can take your time. You got a home, it's right there. You don't have to worry about being rushed to get something done, get something bought. And so you might consider renting something for a month. I'd pick out something fairly inexpensive, like maybe a patio villa. They're nice, they're small. Most of them come furnished. The rent on them in the summertime are usually, for a couple of days in a hotel, you could probably rent a lot of the patio villas in the summer months for a week. I mean, they're really, really reasonably priced. So I would consider that. And then another thing is if you're going to go out furniture shopping, and I know Sue in her videos mentioned this, I'm not a shopper, but if you're going to go furniture shopping, do not discount the consignment stores.
Yeah, the consignment and the thrift stores. It's really different here than what we had up north. And wherever you come from, it probably is different because a lot of people here are transient. They're moving from one place to another, or they're closing their summer home and they decide they need new furniture and what have you. So some of the stuff in the consignment and the thrift shops here are very nice. And if nothing else, wall decorations, those are a dime a dozen. You can get a lot of that stuff at the consignment stores, the thrift stores, and a lot of the thrift stores are for good causes. They're charities. I showed you that Our Mother's Attic, that's a charity for the food pantry, for the Catholic Church. There's Bargains and Blessings. That's another good church thrift store. Consignment stores, there's Bargains and Treasures. There's Almost Perfect. They've got some really, really nice stuff, and I said, you don't have to tell anybody you bought it used.
Some of the furniture that I've seen looks brand new.
Well, some of it is actually because it come out of show homes.
Oh.
And like I said, they're very particular about what they take when you want to get rid of something. They're very particular about what they take because most of them only have nice stuff on the floor, and that's that's a good thing. Like I said, we didn't have that up north. Like I said, I figured like mine was better than anything they had in there, so I never shopped much up there. But like I said, here it's a little bit different. At least go take a look. You don't have to buy anything, but go take a look because I think you'll find it is different than what it is in your hometown.
And then another thing is when you're out shopping around and you're just looking or whatever, and I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's something you don't really have to worry about all that much. I think I'd check out the different grocery stores. Yeah,
because people has asked me, which is the best, and
I'm not sure they're the best.
Yeah, I can't say that there is a best, but like I said, there's...
But they all sell different brand stuff.
They do.
And depending on where you come from, I'm sure you're going to look for the brand you're interested in, where maybe Publix doesn't have it, but Winn-Dixie does. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, and when it's a matter of whether you have to live within your means.
Walmart.
So, yeah, there's Walmart, there's Aldi's.
We got a neighborhood grocery store right over here for Walmart. I've never been in it, but I've heard it's a pretty good place to go. And
like I said, so there's a lot of options. Publix, Winn-Dixie. There's just a lot of stores here, and some things I buy meat. Some places I buy my vegetables, and then there's also the farmers market on Saturday here in Brownwood. Excellent place to get your vegetables, and it's all year round on Saturdays here. But they also have up there, they have Mama's chicken pies. That's been a big seller here lately. And some other homemade goodies. We love the French baker when he's there. He has the best biscotti or biscotti, I don't know how you want to pronounce it, but he has the best. But you can go take a look. I think you'll be really, really pleased with it.
And then the other thing you're going to have to do when you come down as a resident, if you're coming from another state, is you're going to have to become a resident. You're going to have to get a Florida driver's license. You're going to have to change your license plates on your car. You have, I think, by Florida law, well, people do it all the time. They go way past that, but I think it's 30 days. You're supposed to change all that in 30 days. Don't be surprised when you go to license branch. It's a one-time fee. We had to pay it. I tried to get around it. They've got every road blocked, really. But it's a $400 one-time fee to change your license plates from whatever state you're in, and then to transfer everything to Florida. You got to pay it.
Is that on every vehicle?
Apparently, because we're going to get nailed for another $400 on this vehicle we just bought. So apparently it's on every vehicle. I mean, I don't know that 100%. When you go to the license branch to transfer your one car that you're going to have, I know you're going to have at least one car. If you have two cars, you might ask them, see, is that a $400 fee on both cars, or is it per car? I don't know that answer. And like I said, I tried to get around it. I thought I had it figured out. I really did. I thought I had it figured out. I'm getting this. No, they got it loopholed up. Another thing is, if you're not used to this, I wasn't used to this. I liked it. I just thought, I don't know why every state doesn't do it this way. Indiana, when you buy a car, you trade your car in, whatever. They put your old plates on or give you a paper tag, whatever. Then the dealer gives you a handful of paperwork, the title, the bill of sale, whatever you need. With that, within 30 days, I think it is, you got to go to your local license branch in the county in which you reside, and then you turn that paperwork in, you pay all the fees, and then they give you a license plate if you don't have one, or if you do have one, then they give you that little sticker you stick on your plate, and you're good to go. If you buy an out-of-state car, then you have to go to the license branch and get the inspection paper, and a state cop or a local cop will come out, inspect the car to make sure it's not stolen or whatever, and he'll sign that paper. Then you got to take that to the license branch to be able to transfer the papers to your state and get the Indiana license plate. Here, you don't do any of that. When you go to the license, or not the license branch, if you go to a car dealership and buy a car, all of that's done right there. You're gonna pay whatever it is you pay for the car. All the fees and everything is done right there. And then he's basically going to hand, unless you get a special plate, he's going to hand you your license plates and registration right there. They put it on the car for you. You drive away. You're done. And you also have the option here that Indiana didn't have at the time that I left. You can bid a 2-year license plate, which is what I jumped on because I think going every year is kind of a real pain. My driver's license, I gave up my CDL and I went back to a civilian license, so to speak, a regular driver's license, which I'm not used to.
You're a normal person now. Well, almost.
Yeah. And I think, because I'm used to getting a license every 4 years anyway, because that's what a CDL is. But I think here it was 10 years for a regular license.
I know it was a long time because I was shocked when I seen the date on it.
I think it was a 10-year license. I could be wrong about that. It might have been 8, but whatever it was a hell of a lot longer than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, you got to do that. How about transferring utilities? Is there any process to that? Did we have to call?
It was just a phone call.
Just a phone call, and
because we had the deposit at the other house, so.
Oh, so they used that. Okay, so I was going to say there is a deposit you have to do on that, which all that could probably be done over the phone, really, with the credit card.
Yeah, I did most everything over the phone.
Yeah. So anyway, I think that's my top choices that you're going to have to do when you get here right away. You got 30 days to play when you buy a house anyway, before you go to closing. Bed, furniture shopping, remodeling before the furniture moves in. Get your license plates and your driver's license transferred right away. You've got time to do it. And I guess that's about it, other than they're going to have to call about getting insurance. But if they've got insurance anyway, like we did, I mean,
check your deed restrictions.
Yeah, I always say that. Check your deed restrictions.
Get a copy of your deed restrictions and find out if you've got a pet. Find out where the pet parks are, and what the rules are for your pets. I know that there's a certain amount that you're allowed to have.
You're allowed to move in with 3, but when one dies, you can't replace it. You're only allowed to keep 2 maximum in your house. That's 2. There's the joke going around saying, does that include goldfish? You know, don't listen to all that. 2 cats, 2 dogs, 1 dog, 1 cat. That's legal. That's what you're supposed to stick with.
Yeah. And all we got is KT, so we don't have that much to worry about.
She's not even a whole dog. She's 1/3 of a dog.
She's a cutie.
Look at her.
She's a cutie.
She's the size of a silver dollar.
Little bigger than that, Daddy.
All right, we're going to get out of here. We got to get ready. I got to get ready to go play golf. It's a nice day today, just to rub it in a little bit more. It looks like it's going to be 80 today. It feels 80 now.
So I think 78.
78.
Yeah.
The skies are blue, white puffy clouds, the way Kathy puts it.
Yeah.
And I think they're calling for some rain this afternoon, but hopefully we'll get our 9 holes in, and we'll be drinking beer by the time it rains. So until then, I'm going to get out of here, and I'll tell you, see you on the other side. Hey, while I got you guys on here, I was going to mention one other thing. We got some new YouTube vloggers that lives here in the village. It's not too far from me. I think they're like in Lake Deaton or Dunedin or somewhere down there. What's their channel called?
The Village Newcomers.
The Village Newcomers.
Jerry and Linda.
Jerry and Linda. Never met them, but they're working real hard on their YouTube channel. So I've caught a couple of their videos. It's informative, but as it is here, it's their perspective as brand new villagers of what they see, what they do, the trouble they have doing things, and the things that they are having fun doing. It's just informative. It's you guys get a chance, go to their channel and subscribe.
Yeah, they do a lot of the events, and like I said, we don't get to a lot of them because there's so many at a time. And like I said, I think you'll enjoy them. They got one of the Strawberry Festival, which I could not find a parking place up there, but I think you'll like it. I really do.
Yeah.
And there's a couple of websites that you can go to that has a lot of information. And I'm noticing people asking about doctors and rental places and things like that. One is the Villages Talk, and the other is Talk of the Villages. They both have a lot of interesting information on there. And, you know, it doesn't hurt. More people you know. So tune in and take a look at some of those.
All right, we're going to get out of here. I'll tag this in the video somewhere. I just wanted to put that in there because I forgot. See you all later.
See you on the other side.